Ciao Bella! How are we today, everyone? How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. I know I had another live scheduled, but I'm in a new live, and I'm hoping people see the link and come to the new one so I can let everyone know. I'm going to pop it in here. New link. All right. Well, there we go. Hopefully everybody comes in. If you're here in the replay, then you don't know the trouble I've had this morning. YouTube did not let me go live. Yay! Hey, Leslie! So I had to create a new live stream. I can see the chat. I can access it, but I can't go live. So, yeah. Fun times. I'm going to wait a minute or two. I know there were a couple people over there, so if I can just get them over here, we can get started. All right. There you go, Leslie. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to shut the other one down and get rid of it. That way there's no confusion. And should be gone. But I'm still alive. Yay. Okay. Oh, that was fun. I had it scheduled. It wasn't showing up in my YouTube studio as scheduled. So, yeah. We just didn't have that figured out. Work in progress. Work in progress. Right? Right? They need to be grounded or something. So, I wanted to let everybody know that I am going to be drawing for the people that were in the replay. If you commented in the replay for last week's video, I do have both prizes ready. So a little bit later, I'm going to draw that. But I was tagged by Sam over at Memphis Makes in the Get to Know You questions. Now, she did email them to me, and it is quite a long list of questions, but I haven't actually looked at them. I mean, I listened to her video, so I kind of remember the questions a little bit. I've slept since then. But I thought maybe I'd answer some of them here, and I thought that would be kind of interesting to do for the live. So that's kind of my plan, and you guys can answer with me or not. You know, I mean, I know, Sarah, you've done some of these questions in videos, but that is, you know, completely up to you. Now, some of these I'm not going to answer. Like, I'm not going to give you my full name on video. No. But some of the other ones I will answer. So, what do you say we get started? How's that sound? And then about halfway through, I'll draw the winners for the replay giveaway because I have that up. I just I just have not actually chosen the winners yet, because in YouTube Studio, I cannot share my screen. So I'm going to have to take a picture of it and show you guys. That's why I have my phone with me. Also to try and get help that I might need. Because, you know, I might need that. And yeah. Uh-oh. Flying paper. Put that down. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. No big deal. Oh, I still had that open. Okay. It gave me just a second of panic because I went to look at the video and it said video no longer available, but that was the live stream I just deleted. Okay, so getting to know you questions. All right. Like I said, full birth name. Not gonna share that for all of the world. Birthday, March 22nd, right? My birthday twin is, of course, Sam at Memphis Makes. And March is a good and sad month for me. It's the month my pop was also born, my grandfather. And then he also died that month. Of course, decades later. But so it is and I haven't closed it, Sarah. So if you want to, you know, get another tab open and clickety click, 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 you can do that. Astrological sign. I am an Aries. Sometimes I think there's merit to that, and sometimes I'm not so sure. Hello, Gumdrop Forever. How are you? Good to see you. We are answering some get to know you questions. So I've done my birthday, which is March 22nd, and my astrological sign, which is Aries. And you all are welcome to answer the questions with me or not. Up to you. So if you want to put your birthday in the chat or your zodiac sign, you can do that. And this is going to be a weekly live for the summer. It'll end sometime in August. It depends on when school starts. I want to say it starts the week of the 15th. So the previous week will be the last week. So, I mean, it won't be, you know, until the actual fall equinox, right? But it will be during my summer break. All right. The next question is my favorite color. My favorite color is blue. I have two types of blue that are my absolute favorite, but pretty much any blue will work. Right? I'm not super into like neon. So if it's like electric blue, right, that's not really my favorite. But the cerulean and the Prussian blue, those are my two absolute favorite colors of blue, shades of blue. Or hues. I always get that mixed up. Shades or hues. Shades or hues. There's a difference, and I know there's a difference. Just don't remember what it is. So what's you guys' favorite color? If you want to put that in the chat. Ooh, working and lurking, moo. Rita. Hi, Rita. Pink and purple. Oh, Leslie, you and Sarah will get along just fine. Yeah, purple. So Rita, we are doing the get to know you questions from Sam's tag. She tagged me. So we're going through that. Sea green. You know, Antoinette at 2OG's Hooking and Stitching Island Style. She loves the ocean palette as far as that's concerned. So sea green and blue together make me think of Antoinette. Favorite color for home decor? I'm not really, I don't know. So the house that I used to live in that I owned, and I'm looking at this because every room in this house is a different color. So the house that I owned, it had, and I didn't paint them, someone else painted them, but it had accent walls. So like in my bedroom, it had a green accent wall, but the rest of the walls were like this beigey off-white kind of thing. And the living room had like this amberish golden color accent wall and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. And then when we moved here, this house is rented, that would be lovely, Rita. All of the rooms are different colors. Like my office is like a taupe kind of color. It's a light brown. The living room is like a bright yellow. My kitchen is like a green color. So I don't know that I have a preference necessarily. Because I rented this house. I was attracted to the pictures that I saw. I thought it was very pretty, but I was also attracted to the pictures that I saw of the house that I had previously. So I don't know that I have a preference really. Describe myself as a question mark. I do ask a lot of questions. I don't know how to interpret that question because it says describe myself as a question mark. So does that mean I get to pick? Like I would describe myself as a cat, or how would you describe yourself? Question mark. Or do you describe yourself as a question mark? Lots of interpretation in that question, I think. What makes it bad for a question? I do ask a lot of questions. I'm a very curious person. So, sure, I'll describe myself as a question mark. I don't think that's the way you're supposed to answer that question. But there we go. Well, I just, I don't know. Who is my hero? So who is your hero? If you'd like to put that in the chat. I don't understand the question, Sarah. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'll interpret it in multiple ways and see what happens. If we're going like movies, stories, that kind of hero, mine would be Maleficent because she's amazing. Yeah, she's a hero. She is. She's a hero. If we're going like real life people, my pop, and I had some pretty cool teachers growing up. I knew some pretty cool doctors growing up. So people who work in fields where they give of themselves, they don't realize how much they give because at the end of the day, when they come home, they're exhausted, and it's hard for them to give for their families because they've given so much to their students or their patients, or even as like a social worker or somebody like that, you are just giving so much of your attention and time and energy into what you're doing, that it can be draining. And so the people that keep going and doing things like that every day, they're heroic to me. So yeah, can answer that again in multiple ways. Yeah, that's nice to have someone like that. Right. Yeah. People like firefighters and emergency services and all of that. It's amazing. Um, Definitely amazing. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? I would like to live, I don't know. I mean, I have a dream of Aruba, Maine. Yeah, that's where your family is, right, Leslie? Aruba. Aruba is beautiful. I've seen some very amazing pictures, and not just like touristy pictures. But there's someone I know from high school who takes a lot of trips, and um, he went to Aruba and showed several pictures. And it's the community even there is beautiful. Like the way they help each other and do things, that's really beautiful too. So I have a dream of where I would like to live. Um, I'm not really one for heat. Uh, I don't mind cold weather at all. Uh, but I would like to live somewhere that didn't get super hot. um, and I would also like to be able to travel. So somewhere that allowed me to travel. Uh, Not a specific place necessarily. Um, I mean, I'll take it off, but I might get in trouble for taking it off. So I understand that limited with how much comes off. Depends on where I am. Um, but I can certainly bundle up and warm socks and gloves. I mean, I do have what's called Raynaud syndrome. So when it gets to a certain level of cold, I tell people I turn into a Smurf, but my hands and feet will start to turn blue because the circulation is leaving my hands and feet. And that's a byproduct of the chemo that I had. So it's difficult, but I can put gloves on, I can put socks on. Yes, Sarah has shown, she has a video out of near her house. Um, so yeah, warm water. I've actually found that fingerless gloves, I know that doesn't kind of doesn't make sense, but it keeps the palms of my hands warm enough if I wear fingerless gloves when I'm like if I'm inside and I'm working on something. Now if I'm outside and it's cold, I have to put complete gloves on, but um fingerless gloves if I'm inside, if it's cold outside and then I get that chill where I feel like it's going to start happening. Um, Fingerless gloves really help for me. Um, what is your biggest fear? Well, I've kind of already faced that one. Um, leaving before I could watch my kids grow up. At the time, I only had one kid, but I have 2 kids now. So, yeah, not being around to watch my kids grow up. That's my biggest fear. What is your favorite family vacation? So, every year, since my son turned 10, we've taken trips for his birthday. And there haven't been very many that we were able to take. Hi, Ninj. There haven't been very many that we've been able to take with my daughter, my son, and I because of the C word and all of that. Hello, Becoming Me. Welcome in. So we did get to go to Memphis, but she was very little. And we did get to go to Dallas with the 3 of us. So that was nice. We also went to Asheville last year for spring break. And there was a lot of things that were shut down at the time, but there were also lots of outdoor things to do. So we did that. So I guess anything that I can do with my kids, would be great. We're talking about the get to know you questions for those of you that are coming in. Sam over at Memphis Makes tagged me, and I thought the live would be a great time to answer some of these because you all are here and you can have conversation with me. So we were talking about your favorite family vacation. So if you want to answer that one, you can definitely do that. Is the slow mode too slow? I know there's not a whole lot of people in here, but I reduced it because it was a lot higher last time. I just want to make sure that it's not like bothersome slow. So if you would like to answer your favorite family vacation, you can do that in the chat. And then what would you change about yourself if you could? I don't know. I think I would probably say I mean, if I had to pick something, my ability to trust other people. I've kind of lost that. But I've gained wisdom in some ways. So that's, I mean, I don't necessarily want to focus on anything. Ooh, that sounds fun, Ninj. I didn't know you were Italian. Awesome. Okay. That sounds fun, Rita. I don't really want to focus on anything physical, because I mean, I can change those things. Still. But yeah, I think that's where I would go. What really makes me angry? Lying. Lying really makes me angry. That's a good one, Rita. Yeah. Lying makes me angry. I don't like lying. That really makes me angry. On your father's side, I have my mom and my dad's side. So one side is from northern Italy and one side is from southern Italy. Yeah. Hey, I figured it out, Froggy. Sort of. I had to start a new live stream, but I did message you to see if I could get it wasn't working, but I figured it out. So I'm just answering the get to know you questions. And if you would like to join in, you are more than welcome. The last one we were talking about is what makes you angry. The next one is what motivates you to work hard. Knowing that I'm it as far as thanks. Knowing that I'm it as far as my kids are concerned, and I have to take care of myself. I have to take care of my kids. I don't have the belief that when they turn 18 they're adults and poof, they're gone. You still support them and take care of them. It's just different. The questions come different. The help becomes different. You're not helping show them how to do things. You're helping them navigate the existence of things and the system that they need to get through. Right. So that's how I look at that. Yeah, that's another thing. I used to love camping with the children. I don't like to sleep on the ground, like in a sleeping bag. I don't. But yeah, Nightbot's fun. Yeah, brain development isn't like finalized until you're in your 20s. So even like chemically up here, you're not fully developed until you're in your 20s. So just because you're finished with required schooling, right, that doesn't mean boop, you're on your own. Yeah, that's a good thing too, Ninja. How is your little grandson? Oh, that's interesting, Rita. I did not know that. Did I miss? Oh, there's Lisa. Hey, Lisa. She said, hiya, Miss Moo. I missed you. I'm so sorry, Lisa. Welcome in. So the next question is, what is your favorite thing about your career? Oh, poor Bobby. My favorite thing about my career, I'm a teacher. I like the moment when the light bulbs come on. So when they get something, even if it's something small, like when they realize that they can go like this and go like this, and that equals this, right? So, small things like that. But I also love because I taught high school for many years. I love when they come back and they have these stories, and they want to share their life with you, like things that they've done, places that they've been. When they show you, when they get married and when they get their family started and their career started, all of that is so amazing to me, that they come back because they remember you and they want you to be a part of it, even if it's small, I mean, I've taught over 1,000 children. And as someone in a field, like I was talking about earlier, that you give and give and give so much of yourself, you don't realize how that works with other people until after. Like, you just don't, because you're in the moment and you're trying to help or trying to resolve a situation, and you don't realize the change as it's taking place. You don't see it until after. Oh, 2-year-olds, the hugs. Oh my goodness. Yes, they're so lovable. And bless you for that, because lots of tiny littles. No, not for me. I like them. I love babies, but lots of them. I used to work at a daycare when I was in college, and that was overwhelming to me. It was harder to find things that I loved about it than it being stressful. So it takes every kind to be a teacher, because they're all different stages of learning. So yeah, definitely hats off to you, right? The keeper of the floof. Yes, I have a floof. He is not here right now, but I have a floof. Not like your floof. I have a kitty floof. Yes. As I said, it takes all kinds, because there are learners at all stages. They can be nice. They can be nice. I understand. I understand. So the next question is, what is your biggest complaint about your job? They can, depending on how you're feeling at the time. I mean, teaching in general in the States is not necessarily looked at as a profession. Yes. It's not looked at or respected necessarily as a profession. And that causes a lot of stress. So I have to be mindful, navigating that sometimes with other people. Some people have great respect for teachers and other people's don't. So that is the hard part about my job. Yes. I'm telling you, you need to collect it and spin it into yarn. Would be great. The long hours. Yeah. That can be stressful too. Awesome. What is your proudest accomplishment? That's the next question. So as a personal me accomplishment, like me, that I have done on my own, by myself, that would be achieving the dream that I set out for myself. But if I'm looking at life accomplishment, then that would be my children. Because I mean, I'm just like, wow, they're amazing humans, right? And they're so different. Okay, bye. But I had a life goal that I set for myself. I didn't achieve it the way that I wanted to achieve it, but I did achieve it. So I set out to be a doctor. I wanted to be a pediatric oncologist. That's what I wanted to be. And life didn't happen that way. And I had my son, and then I got sick with cancer myself. So I did still become a doctor, just not a medical doctor. So that was like my life goal. And I'm pretty proud of myself for that. But that's a me. I did that on my own, no assistance kind of accomplishment. My children are a product of, relationship and assistance in that pregnancy portion of it. So, again, I look at things from lots of different angles. So having that question, I'm kind of like, I could answer it this way, or I could answer it that way. So I answered it both ways. How old were you when you learned to drive, Ninja? If you don't mind my asking. That's true. That is true. Awesome. My grandmother did not learn to drive until she was in her 50s, I think. Yeah, because my pop had to have surgery. She never learned to drive. And I mean, she never had to. It was fine. But he had surgery and he was down, and yeah, that was an experience. Woo. Okay. No worries. All of that without coffee. I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry. Awesome. What is your favorite book to read? One I can get lost in. I mean, there are books that I can read over and over and over again, but well, hi, there's my floof. Do you see birdies? Nero? No, he didn't want anything to do with me. Hi, Angela. How are you? And that goes along with favorite author. I don't have, I mean, I do, have some contemporary favorites. Gas pedal demon. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. So there's a long list. But I like things like Edgar Allan Poe and Jane Austen and William Shakespeare. But then there's also lots of contemporary novels. I mean, I have so many books and I continue to buy them. And I have a stack of books that I want to read. The hardest part though is like a crochet project, you know. How many do you want to have going at one time? I don't want to have 10 books going at once. I'll get lost, right? So I try to be I feel the need for speed. If you hear that, that is Nero. He's talking to the birds. If you hear him. What makes you laugh the most? I love I am a very sarcastic person. I have a very dry sense of humor. And I laugh, I guess, at some of the weirdest things. So my mobility scooter. Yeah. Just tell him, get out the way. That's what you tell him. Get out the way. So we are about halfway through. I'm going to draw for the winners of the of the replay giveaway. So we're about halfway through. So I have it up here. Now I can't share my screen, but I do have it and I will take pictures to show what I'm doing so you can see it. So the first one was flower. And I'll take a picture real quick to show you what I'm doing. All right, so here, oh, that's blurry. I can't even see that. Jeez Louise. That's not going to be helpful, is it? You can't see it. Okay, that's better. So here is the, it's going to be hard to see. I'll make it where you can see it. So that is it for the first one. It was flower. I'm going to get YouTube comments. Okay, 11 unique comments. So we are going to start. So the flower, just to remind you, was, I already have it packaged, but I can pull it out. This set of notebooks and the scented pens. Now I do have a pack that's not scented. So if you did enter and you win and you don't want the scented pens, I do have a pack of non-scented pens that I can send instead. And it is packaged, ready. I just have to put the address on it and ship it. All right, so that is the first one. We're going to draw. Here we go. Oh, Rachel King. Rachel King. I'll take a picture and show you. Rachel King, you are the winner of the the flower, the book set, and the pen set. So no worries, Ninja. No worries. All right. So I'm going to refresh and we'll do the next one in a little bit. Okay. We'll continue with some questions and then we'll do the next one. I was just going to let her say that that's all she said, Lisa. That's it. That's all. That's how it works. What is your favorite movie? Grease or Dirty Dancing? I could watch those over and over and over again. I know them by heart. Those are my favorites. I already answered this one. What did you want to be when you were growing up? I wanted to be a pediatric oncologist. That's what I wanted to be. So do you guys have a favorite movie that you would like to share, or what you wanted to be when you were growing up? You definitely do. Labyrinth. Labyrinth is a good movie. Labyrinth is a good movie. I'm going to write down who won in the replay. Yes. Sound of Music. Hi, Keith. Welcome in. I know you were at the other one that I had to get rid of. So I'm glad that you found us again. Taxi. Yeah. I think I've seen that one. All right. The next question is, if you could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Interview with the Vampire. Yeah. If I could choose to do anything for a day, what would it be? Time travel. I did have surgery. I did. Almost 2 weeks ago now. Yeah. I'm doing all right. A little bit every day. Just trying to get through it all. But I am healing. Thank you for asking. I would like to time travel if I could do anything for a day. Yeah, that'd be my answer. What is your favorite game or sport to watch? Hockey. Doesn't matter if it's live, like if I'm there in a rink, or if I am watching it on TV or live stream. Hockey. Rugby's good too. Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? I love riding horses. I would love to do that. I hate driving. My son likes tennis. Ninja, he loves tennis. I get bored. Now forever, like if that was my mode of transportation, car. But if I, we're just doing it as an activity, ride a horse. What would you sing at karaoke night? You don't want me to do that. You don't want me to do that. That would be fun. Which would you rather do? Wash the dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? just because it's hot outside when you're mowing the yard, I would say mow the lawn because I can't deal with the heat. Yeah, it is amazing, Ninja. I agree. Pay someone else to do it. But I don't mind mowing the yard if it's not super hot out, but it's super hot out here. My boy Lollipop as karaoke. You won't want me to sing. That is not a good idea. That hurt. My nail just split. That hurt. That would be awesome, Keith. Daddy cool. Now, the next question, if you could hire someone to help you, would it be with cleaning, cooking, or yard work? Cleaning? I don't really care for cleaning. I'll do the yard work. And I don't mind cooking. I like cooking. I like baking. It's fun for me. There's so many ways to interpret some of these questions. So, like, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? I could say a midday meal because I could wait until that point to eat, and then I'd be fine to wait again to eat. So I could take it that way. Or I could say, like a pasta because, oh yeah, tacos. Oh, tacos. There's all different kinds of ways to do tacos too. Because you can do pasta in a lot of different ways. You can do like a pasta salad. You could do different kinds of pasta. You can do different sauces with it. I mean, there's just so many different ways to do it. So, I mean, I could take it both ways. There. Have you ever had a nickname? Yeah. Yeah, I have. It doesn't say what it was. It just says, have you ever had a nickname? Yes. Yes, I have. Would you like to know what it is? Moo. So growing up, I really only ever had one nickname. It was Tina Marie. My middle name is not Marie. But they would call me Tina Marie. Don't know why they call me Tina Marie. They called me Tina Marie. So that was it. It wasn't like a silly one or anything like that. It was just Tina Marie. Don't know why. That's not my middle name. Do you like or dislike surprises? I have a hard time with surprises just because I'm so curious. As in Busy Lizzie. That's cool. I'm so curious and I want to know. So I wouldn't get mad, but I now as long as it's a good surprise. I don't want, I don't want like, surprise, this terrible thing just happened to you. But that's typically how bad things happen though. You don't usually know they're coming. But yeah, like I got twice now, I've gotten Happy Mail that I don't know who it's from. And I want to know who it's from. It was a lovely surprise. But I want to know. So, you know, I'm not mad about it. I'm a very curious person. So, in the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? I don't know. I mean, could we not do some of those things together? Like I just had my mom here and I would love to have her visit. Like just visit. But we could do those things together. If I'm going to play a game, am I playing it by myself? That's not fair. I don't really know. I don't really know how to answer that question. Would you rather vacation in Hawaii or Alaska, and why? I don't like the heat, but I'd love to see Hawaii. So I'd love to go to Alaska because of the cold. I think it would be lots of fun. I'd love to take a cruise, an Alaskan cruise. That would be awesome. Right? That question is so awkward, Sarah. Like, I want to do it with my relatives. Would you rather win the lottery or work at the perfect job? I mean, the lottery would be great. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's ever such a thing as a perfect job. Because some people are like, I just want to do the work and go home, and that's my life. Work is not my life. But then you have people who are dedicated to their jobs because that's part of who they are. And I think even if I did win the lottery, I would still work in some capacity. So I don't know. Maybe the lottery. I'm going to skip over one question and then I'll come back to it because says if money was no object, what would you do all day? Well, I mean, crochet, and read and hang out with my kids until they leave. But I'd want to be doing something, like even after having surgery, like I still want to do things, even if it's just sit here and crochet, you know? So that kind of, those things kind of go together. So I put those two together. If money was no object, what would you do all day? Right? What would you do all day? And then who would you want to be stranded on a deserted island with? I mean, anyone? Buy a bionic body. That would be awesome. I mean, if it could be anybody. I would say my pop, just because, I mean, he was amazing at growing things and building things. And he was teaching me all of these things. So, could definitely do that for sure. That would be great. All right. So, there's still a lot of questions left. But I'm going to go down because there are, what 3 items would you take with you on a deserted island? Oh, my floof. I would take some sort of, Filter for like water. I actually have one. It's like a straw, and it filters the water to make water safe to drink. I would take some Flint. Hi, Zara. And I would take enough water until I could find a fresh water source. That's what I would do. Because I know I could filter the water, but I would need to find a fresh water source at some point. Because the filter would run out. Right, so I'm going to go back up. Because those kind of go together. Hey, Zara, we are answering some get to know you questions. How would your friends describe you? Yeah, coffee would be nice, but I mean, maybe they have some other kind of caffeine that I could consume. How would your friends describe you? I don't know. I don't know. Because you're different with people that you're comfortable around. So one friend might describe me in one way and one friend might describe me in another. Hi, Lisa. Welcome in. So, well, thank you, Froggy. I mean, I can be loud and obnoxious, but I also can just kind of sit back and watch people. And thank you, Ninj. I appreciate that. So I don't know. That's an interesting question. What are your hobbies? Yarn, obviously. Yeah, yarn, obviously. Reading. I love to swim if I can get. I can't right now because of my incisions. I love being out with my plants and my I have a picture, I think. Let me see. My sunflowers are finally blooming. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you guys my picture of my sunflower. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. There it is. I am, Lisa. Thank you. I am. My sunflowers are blooming. So it wasn't finished, but now it's standing up a little bit taller. But yeah, they're like 10 foot tall. They're huge. They're very huge. I'll get a picture of all of them kind of up and put it on my community tab. Let me see. Go back to the questions. There we go. Well, thank you, Froggy. I appreciate that. Well, you would have to shave the floof if you don't want to hoover no more. You have to shave the floof. You're not going to shave the floof. Don't shave the floof. What type of yarn? I think that's in here actually. Cotton is my favorite fiber. I do not like fuzzy yarn. So things that have halos, no. recycled yarns, so like recycled plastic yarns, cotton. I can use wool. I mean, you could. It would it would be good for them, but you could. But that's the only way you're going to get rid of it, where you don't have to hoover it up. What is the best gift you've been given? And what is the worst gift you have received? So those are the two questions. Thank you. My daughter has that one. They're two separate questions, but I'm going to put them together just because it kind of matters. I was given a second chance. When I went into remission for the second time. And I've stayed in remission since then. And the worst gift that I have received, this is going to be kind of a weird answer, but it's cancer. It's the worst gift. And I mean that in the sense that it changed my life a lot. But it taught me so much about me, about the people around me, about life in general, what's important, what's not. So I see it as a gift in the lessons that it taught me. But it was a terrible gift to have. It was a terrible gift to have. But I did get a second chance. And because of that, I got to watch my son grow up, which he's still growing up, but I got to be there and I got to have my daughter. So that was very special for me. So I kind of combined those two. Sorry. Best and worst gifts. Do you have a favorite color yarn? My favorite color is blue. But I'm also drawn, as far as yarn, to like the darker, like jewel tone colors, the like autumn palette, like the maroons, the browns, those kinds of things. I'm not a bright color kind of person. I'll use it if I'm making it for someone else, but I'm not it's not my thing. All right. Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? Thanks. I do too, Ninj. I do too. For better or for worse, right? Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah, I am. Sometimes it's hard. I don't want to be all the time. What one thing could you not go a day without? A purpose? Like something to do for that day, or I always feel like if I don't, even if it's small, like even if it's just like tidying up or something like that, I want something to do. I don't have to leave the house to do it. I don't even have to leave my room to do it. Something to do. Next question. List 2 pet peeves. I see this different than the, than the angry question. Because what really makes me angry, right, is lying. A pet peeve is like an annoyance, but a really bad one. So for me, that would be like smacking, like chewing with your mouth open, smacking constantly. Oh, I can't do it. And then repetitious noises. So like more than like, 10 times or something like that. That's a random number. It's not like an exact number, but if you're like tapping something and it's like going on for a solid 3 minutes or something, I'm gonna be like, okay, can we stop now? Can we stop? Those kinds of things bother me. I don't know that I'm gonna get through all of these today. I mean, I can answer them quickly, but there are a lot of questions on here. And I still have to draw my other winner. Yeah, some of these I can do quickly. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Probably like 20, 25. But that counts like my flip-flops and stuff. Sometimes people don't think flip-flops are shoes. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? On an island somewhere. On an island somewhere. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? Teleportation, because I don't like to drive. And time travel. Basically Doctor Who. Basically Doctor Who. That's it. I already kind of talked about what I would do if I won the lottery. So I'm going to skip that one. This is an interesting question. What form of public transportation do you prefer? Air, boat, train, bus, car, etc. To be honest, I mean, I like I like to travel by plane. I mean, you get there pretty quickly. Depending on the boat, they're kind of fun trips. Not always though. They can be a little bus travel takes forever. I don't like riding on a bus. I actually really love train travel. I do. I love it. I haven't done it often, but I love it. What's your favorite zoo animal? My favorite zoo animal. I like seeing animals that I can't necessarily see around me, which, I mean, that's a lot of things, but I like seeing some of the like big cats because I can't necessarily see those around me. Those are my favorites. How many pillows do you sleep with? A lot. Yeah, I see your point, Ninja. But sometimes for some of the animals, it's the only way they can breed them to get them back in the wild. So like, I'm not talking about like a zoo, like circus situation. but like I know they have like sanctuaries for animals. Like the buffalo and the pandas and things like that. Like some of them wouldn't exist if they hadn't been captured and basically kept long enough to be reproduced. Not that that's the answer, but I can see your point for sure. I have to sleep pillows. That was the question I was on. How many? I sleep with a lot of pillows because I basically have to sleep sitting up. And I don't have one of those fancy beds that will tilt you up. So, yeah, lots of pillows. It's the longest you've gone without sleep and why? I probably went about 5 days without sleep. Because the first chemo treatment that I got, every time I got chemo, they would give me all of these like prep medications. One of the things that they would do is give me lots and lots of steroids. And then I would have to take steroid pills as well. But I took the steroids so that the chemo didn't kill me because it's poison. So I'd never done steroids before, obviously. But I was up for like 5 days straight. That was not fun. That was not fun. It was interesting, but not fun. Would you rather trade intelligence for looks or looks for intelligence? Intelligence any day for me. How often do you buy clothes? I really buy clothes that often. I mean, for me, hardly ever. For my kids, especially the little one, all the time. I don't think about things like what? Oh, oh, okay. That's not a whole. Okay, I misread that. I was like, what did I not think about? Um, yeah. I got it. I got it. Um, but I buy clothes for my kids all the time because I always need them. So I'm constantly buying socks or shorts or t-shirts or something, just not for myself. What's your favorite holiday? What's your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday, it's my holiday. It's my birthday. That's my my day. It's my holiday. But like commercial holiday, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy Halloween. I enjoy Christmas because I like to decorate for things like that. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. Talk like a pirate day. Talk like a pirate day. That's my favorite holiday, just because it's funny. Um, what's the most daring thing you've ever done? The Queen's birthday. Oh yeah, that just happened. That just happened. I mean, I jumped out of a plane, like skydiving. That was fun. I've also been bungee jumping. That was fun. Oh, fun. Ow, that hurt. What was the last thing you recorded on TV? I don't record things on TV. I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV. What was the last book you read? Oh, it was called. Hold on, I think I have a picture of it. I think I have a picture of it. I took a picture of it. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here we go. This is the last book I read. It's called Circling the Sun by Paula McLean. It was a really good book. It's a really good book. Oh no. Why did it delete all of your comments? Nightbot, quit being rude. Jerk. What? I mean, she did 3 in a row, but that shouldn't change anything. Seriously, quit, Nightbot. Oh, you put more than 3 emojis, but it shouldn't have deleted your last comment. I don't like you, Nightbot. We need to talk later. Yeah, but it shouldn't have deleted the other 2. What's your favorite type of foreign food? I don't know. I really like it's not like a country, but like Mediterranean food. It's very fresh. It's very textured. Yeah, it does. Nightbox being rude. I'm sorry, Lisa. Are you a clean or messy person? I'm a stacker. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a stacker. I stack things. I know where they are, but I stack them. I stack them. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? 20 minutes. I mean, I don't do makeup or anything. If I have to like brush my hair, brush my teeth, like those kinds of things take a little bit of time because it takes time for me to get up out of bed. But once I'm up, like moving around, I'm good. Maybe 20 minutes. What kitchen appliance do you use every day? My Keurig. Every day. 1 cup of coffee. That's all I have every day. 1 cup of coffee. I know that might be kind of odd because I do enjoy my caffeine, but if I have more than 1, I find that I'm super jittery, even if I space it out. So like if I have it early in the morning, and even if I space it out, I tend to get super jittery. Super jittery. So I can have 1. or I have too much and I'm not productive. One keeps me productive. More than one, and I'm moving around like a freight train, like super fast, super speedy, not getting anything done. Not a thing. Yeah, I can have one. Hi, Crystal. How are you? What's your favorite fast food chain? Ugh. Yeah, if I have it after a certain time, I don't sleep. So, but that goes the same for anything like a soda or um, tea. I have to be careful with the tea that I have at night because if it's caffeinated, nope, can't do that either. My favorite fast food chain. I mean, I like tacos, like food trucks, but those aren't chains. I don't know. For the ice cream, I like Dairy Queen because I love a good like blizzard with the ice cream and the stuff mixed in it. But if I had to pick like food, Arby's. Arby's. I like Arby's. Firehouse Subs is not bad. I like Subway better, but that's just me. Red Rooster. Ooh, what is Red Rooster? Is it like a chicken place? I mean, that would be my assumption, but just because it's called Red Rooster doesn't mean that it's a chicken place. What's your favorite family recipe? The way my grandma made baked ziti. That would be my favorite family recipe. Do you love or hate roller coasters? I love roller coasters. They're so much fun. I love them. I love them so much. My body, on the other hand, my body says, what the bleepity bleep, 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 bleep were you thinking getting on that thing? But I love them. Oh, I love them so much. I love them so much. I even like watching videos of roller coasters. Fudge pie. Awesome. What is your favorite childhood memory? Anytime with my pop. Anytime with my pop. Period. Anytime with my pop. That's my favorite. How old were you when you learned Santa wasn't real? That's not an okay question because the magic of Christmas is real. Because it's magic and magic is real. That is not an okay question. Not okay with that question. Not okay with that question. Is your glass half full or half empty? I mean, I don't know. Right? I don't understand that question. That was a question that was on the list. I don't appreciate it at all. It's not cool. I mean, the way I look at it is with the half full or half empty question, there's still something in it. So what is that? What is it like? It's still there. There's still something in it. Even if it's just a little sip, I'm like, oh, there's still a sip. So that's good to me, Doesn't have to be halfway even. There's still something in it. I know. And I missed it. Oh, hi, Daniel. How are you? Welcome in. I missed it. Lala lives at the North Pole. Santa is real. This is not cool. What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? The craziest thing. We're just wrapping up some get to know you questions. And I have one more giveaway to draw for on the replay of my Podiversary Live. So I have I already answered that question. 1, 2, 3 more questions after this. What's the craziest thing you've done in the name of love? Lived. The craziest thing I've done. Lived. Because I love my kids and I want to watch them grow up. So I just kept on trucking. I already did the 3 items you would take to a desert island. What was your favorite subject in school? English. I like to read. I like to write. I like knowing like what people are thinking about. So I liked English. Along with that goes history, because to me, this is just me, my thought process. You don't really know what someone is like writing about unless you understand the time that they were writing it in. So just because they write about a past event, it could be, something that's mirroring what's currently happening, but they're not allowed to talk about it. So they're making, a reference to a past event, but they're talking about something that's currently happening. You see that a lot where there were really strict governments. They would refer to a past event, but be like, oh, we don't want this thing to repeat itself. So I feel that history would be important in conjunction with literature. Anything where the bullies won't be. Yeah, bullies are not cool. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten? Shark. Pretty good, actually. My daughter likes art. She really likes it. I mean, I didn't mind art. That wasn't my favorite. I could do it. It wasn't my. Oh, Sarah. Pigtails. Yuck. So, this question, now I did watch Sam's video and I did watch Sarah's video about these questions. So I kind of remembered some of them. That's why I have this stuff sitting over here. Because the last question is, do you collect anything? Rocky Mountain oysters. Ugh, no. I don't do oysters of any kind. So I do other than yarn, I do collect yarn and books. Because once I have a book, I tend to not get rid of it. Even to let people borrow it. Like, I'd rather buy you your own copy than give you my book. Because it's my book. And I love, hey Linda, thank you. We're just wrapping up. I got one more thing to draw for my replay from last week. Postcards. Cool. Yes, Sarah. She's answering your question. I'm not going to read the question, but I love Shirley Temple. I don't collect the dolls, but I collect Shirley Temple things. Like, I have DVDs, I have prints, I have magnets. I love, I love Shirley Temple in general. So I collect those things. I also collect these guys right here. So, I have lots of them. My very first one I have upstairs, but it's glass and I didn't want to bring it. And yes, they are pink, but I don't care. Not all of the ones that I have are pink. So I have, let me see this. And I have this one. I just got this one recently. The little piggy. This one I found at Hobby Lobby, actually. And then I'm going to put her back over here. You're going to go up there because you won't break if you fall. And then I have this one. This one is actually like an ink on porcelain. And they all have wings. And I've told the story before on my channel. But when I was sick, my mom would come, right? And she would sit with me. And one day in the unit, it was really busy. And there wasn't really any room. So they were asking family members to wait outside. And my mom said that, no, she wanted to sit with me. She didn't care if she had like a folding chair or whatever. She wanted to sit with me because she wanted to be there to hold my hand and everything. I always had a rough time. So, ooh, special postcards. And this nurse told my mom, I'll never forget, doesn't matter if you sit with her or not, she has stage 4 cancer. She'll get better when pigs fly. Well, here I am. And my mom flew into a horrible rage. And when I first went into remission, one of my mom's friends sent me, it's a tiny little glass pig. I'll take a picture of it and put it on my community tab. Her name is Penelope. And I mean, she's not, but I mean, she's teeny tiny pig. But ever since then, I know they're pink, but they don't have to be pink. But this always. And the ironic twist to the story, not just that I'm in remission, right? But my son was, he was doing Boy Scouts, and most of the time, at least here in the States, the troop or pack or whatever is sponsored by a church of some sort. So we were at a church at a scouting event, and in walks this nurse. Hey, Anvita. Hello, hello. Welcome in. The nurse walks in with his family. He goes to church there. And I was in remission for the second time. Man, that was a fun conversation. That was a fun conversation. Lisa, if you type the word drop, then it should drop your channel. And anyone else, if you have a channel, if you want to, don't all do it at once, but if you type the word drop, then it'll drop your channel. But if you do it all at once, it gets overloaded. Yeah, you can type the word drop and it will drop your channel. All right, so I am going to get ready for the last giveaway. And I have that here. Again, it's all packaged up, ready to go. But it was for the you have the little envelope pouch, the notions pouch, and the gnome flower bag. So that is the last one that I'm going to draw for. And if you are watching this replay, Rachel King won the first giveaway. And I'll post these on my community tab too, just because it's been so long since I did the first one. It was supposed to be, lives are only supposed to be an hour long, and then they always turn into more than that. But I had to answer all these questions, and you guys were answering them with me. So I feel like that was definitely worth the time because I had all of you with me. Lisa, type drop. Ladybird, type drop. It'll drop your channel. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to put in the word, because the keyword was gnome. And I'm going to put 16 there. Okay. So you have to just type, just drop, just the word drop. Hey, Bailey. Welcome in. All right. So I'm going to take a picture and show you guys. You can see it. It says gnome. So there are 13 comments that had the word gnome in it. So we are going to get started. Mama G Gear. Mama G Gear. You are the second winner. Mama G Gear. You are the second winner. So Mama G has won the gnome bag and goodies. So I will post those on my community tab so that you have it there as well. So I definitely want to thank you all so much for coming. We can stick around and chat for a few minutes if you want. But I don't have any more like questions that were listed. I do need to let me write that down. Mama G. Okay. Absolutely. Let me see if I can get. I'm going to get that channel name for you. Lisa, since you asked. And it didn't work when she, oh, there she goes. Come on, pop up. I'm going to give it another second. And if it doesn't work, Lisa, I have your link so I can post it. Oh, even if it posts twice. There's Lisa's link. I know it's a naked link. I'm sorry. But that's Lisa's link. Because Lisa Knits asked for Lisa Ladybird Loves his link. Well, I got it in there. I don't know why it didn't work. There you go. Now it's not naked. That's fine, Crystal. That's fine. But I will be here again next Thursday. And I do plan to have a giveaway that day. I didn't want to have one today since I was drawing for the giveaways from last week. But I do have some, and I can show you. I do have some bags that I got from Michael's. I have a couple of different ones. One room flew free. So this bag is not reversible, but it does have little pockets. Right? And then this bag is reversible. It's like a knot bag. So it has these little confetti things or like chips of paint or marble or something. And then it has the flowers on the other side. And it's like it's not like a knot bag. It is a knot bag. So I'll be giving some of those away next week. So if you're here next week for the live, those will be given away then. But yeah. So I think, yeah, we're almost at 2 hours. I think I'm gonna, yeah. They were super cute. So I thought that those would be nice to give away. And they're small, so they'll travel light and cheap. But as always, I always appreciate your time. All of you that have been here, if you've popped in, if you're watching the replay, if you had to leave and you didn't stay for the whole thing, it doesn't matter to me. I'm super grateful that you gave me even 60 seconds, right? So I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, day, whatever time it is for you. As we say, right, in the virtual teaching, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So, because we never know what time it is for our students. So we always say all of them. Yeah, absolutely, Bailey. And if you come in a little bit earlier next week, maybe you can catch the giveaways. And then tonight is Spring's podiversary. So Spring, the fiber enthusiast, make sure you check her out. I'm going to grab her real quick because she is going to have some awesome giveaways for her channel. Because she is monetized now. And if you go, and this is just her channel, but if you go and check her out, she's going to have some awesome stuff. So it's Eastern time, 7 p.m. But check her out. All right. Be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao, Bella.